She invites them in and explains the whole situation. She tells them about Dan showing up at my house Friday and leaving the kids there. She shows them the text between me and Dan. One officer reads the text where Dan says he'll pick them up when Lily turns 18. The officer looks at his partner and shakes his head. They ask where the kids are now, and Ashley says they're upstairs napping. The officers say this is a civil custody matter and they can't do anything. One of them asks for Dan's number. He calls Dan right there from the living room, and I can hear Dan's voice getting loud on the other end. The officer tells him he should be ashamed of himself for abandoning his kids like that. He says Dan can't just dump his children somewhere and expect everyone to go along with it. He tells Dan if he wants custody, he needs to go through the courts like everyone else. Then he hangs up. The officers tell Ashley to document everything and get a lawyer. They leave and we all just stand there. Iris makes more tea. Nobody really knows what to say. Sunday goes by in a blur. The kids play in the backyard. Ashley takes them to a park nearby. I help Iris with laundry and we fold tiny shirts and pants. It feels so normal and so weird at the same time. Monday morning comes and I have to drive back home. I have work and I've already missed Friday. Ashley hugs me at the door and thanks me for bringing them here. The kids wave goodbye from the window. The drive back is 6 hours and I have a lot of time to think. I'm so mad at Dan. He put me in this horrible position. He disrupted my entire life. He scared his own children. And for what? So he could play guitar without distractions? I grip the steering wheel so hard my hands hurt. I stop for gas and coffee and just sit in the parking lot for a while. My phone has like 15 missed calls from Dan. I don't listen to any of the voicemails. I get home late Monday afternoon and go straight to bed. Tuesday morning, I drag myself to work. I sit at my desk with spreadsheets open on my computer and I can't focus on any of it. The numbers blur together. My boss stops by my desk around 10 and asks if I'm okay. I must look terrible. I end up telling her the whole story. She just stares at me with her mouth open. She asks if I'm serious. I show her some of the texts from Daniel. She says she's never heard of anyone doing something like that. She tells me to take the rest of the day off if I need to, but I say I'm fine. I'm not fine. I keep checking my phone for updates from Ashley. Around noon, I get a text from Ashley. She's taking the kids to a pediatrician because she doesn't think they've had proper checkups. I text back asking what she means. She says she looked through the papers Dan packed and there's no record of any doctor visits in over a year. A few hours later, she texts again. Ben needed 3 shots he was overdue for. Lily has a cavity that's been sitting there for months untreated. She's scheduling a dentist appointment for next week. I feel sick reading this. Dan couldn't even take care of basic medical stuff. What else was he not doing? I text back asking if the kids are okay. She says they're fine now, but the doctor was concerned about the neglect. She's documenting everything for the lawyer. Dan won't stop calling and texting me. His messages go back and forth between angry and pathetic. One text says I better bring his kids back right now. The next one says he just needed a break and everyone is overreacting. Another one says I ruined his life. Then one says he's sorry and can I please just talk to him?